Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with another episode of Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice 10.41. Now, this is going to be a special episode. Got a comment on you should make two series, one in which you're talking about everything, and the other one in which you sort of play quickly through. And I didn't know which the poster wanted to watch. The one where I did all the history, or the other one where I did all the talking. But this special episode is going to be a deployment episode. We're going to deploy these forces out on the field now that it is May 39. So, yeah, gameplay in that sense, but not gameplay as in the clock. So if you don't want to watch me deploy the forces, you can come back next episode. All right. So we have a lot of forces here. Now, what and why I've done this, just as an explanation. If you deploy these forces, they do two things. One, eat supplies. So if they sit here, they don't eat supplies. Two, the larger your army is, the more consumer goods potentially you need as well. And even more so if they are not built as reserve. So this is sort of a gamey trick, if you want to do it, to keep your forces from eating too much supplies during peacetime as you build up. So now, why don't I wait until just before the war? Well, there's upgrading a lot of these units can do, so we want to get them upgrading now while we can. All right. Let's see if we can sort of keep some of these numbered groups together. 1, 3, 2. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Richtoven's 1, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. Let's see if we can find 2, 3, 2. There's, what is it? I thought it was a pure fighter squadron. I'm going to click that there. That's a pure, okay, well, I don't know. That should be stuck with the fighter bombers. Okay, 1, 3, 6, and those are there. Kiel, okay. This here is a 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3. There. 2, 5, 3 under general. Another 2, 5, 3. And another 2, 5, 3. Right, now we're in 152. 152. Might as well get all of these guys together if we can. I don't see 152 here. 153 I see. Oh, here it is. It's under Hindenburg. Okay. Because you can see this is the third section of 162. And Emmelman. That's a fighter maneuver. 162 Emmelman. 226. 226. We already sort of, okay. 232, which is here. Okay, fighter units 2. I want to look at this. 232. Don't want to just click everywhere. 232 Yeg. Okay, well, I guess it. For some reason, they figure the first squadron here is a fighter bomber, so I guess it's a 232. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Let's. Now here, this is the first squadron of 130, so we'll stick this here and add that to it. Okay, there we go. That gets... And the 4th and 5th and 6th squadron. Wow. Well, that's already at 3, and I want to keep these at 3. Well, maybe go to 4. So we're going to separate these out since these are very large grouping. It may have changed, but before it had been good to keep these as about 3. Now, because these are new, they've added generals to them. And this is the other complaint about the AI. And I, on paper, years and years ago, created a formula to do this better, but Sparrow, a carpet bomber should not be commanding a fighter squadron, and Udet here, a dive bomber, should not be commanding a fighter squadron. No, he is a superior air tactician. That isn't the worst choice of it. Now, I do have a fighter command HQ, and it's sort of why I put them where I did. And again, I hope people aren't going to all leave during, but some of them have already for the live stream, because yeah, this is a bit fighter Flieger Corps. Quite maybe as far down, but there we are. So this isn't maybe so fun to watch. Okay. Now, I don't care enough about transport squadrons, so we're just going to stick 3 of them together in a bunch. And we're going to make sure, yeah, we're not going to have Sparrow. We're going to have Abernethy, some sort of no skill commander. Okay. Dive bombers now. Let's see who they gave the dive bomber to. Sparrow. No, maybe not the worst choice, but let's go with Udet, because he was a dive bomb leader. Just like 3 transport planes in a group here. And again, make sure that we have either nobody or somebody who has little or no skills. Yeah, what is being said? Are the planes updated to the best models possible? I end up with a lot of obsolete planes and going to war. Maybe too many. Yeah, well, what will happen is, and we can click on one of, okay, what will happen is, now that I've deployed them, they will start to upgrade the elements that they're allowed to upgrade. Some of the stuff here, I think somewhere lost in here of all these things will be politics. Here, that specialist training or whatever, it depends on what was selected at time of build, and it doesn't upgrade to if you only have basic or minimal training or whatever. That doesn't change. Hello, Poop Hunter. How you doing? No. What type of planes are you using right now? BF 109 and Heinkel 110s. Yeah, it's abstracted, Arno. It isn't quite. They're just interceptors. They do sort of put a model type here and a photo, but that's just, it's not meant to be those set of stats. It's just that's more for look and feel. It isn't a hard-coded model type. So yeah, don't pay too much attention to that. Now, here we go. This is sort of my creative element here, not a historically. What we're going to do is we're going to take one of these float planes, put it here. We're going to take one of these naval bombers, stack it with it, and we're going to put in a long-range fighter here we go. Okay, what this does and why we're doing this. Let's see, let's get Stumpf here. Flying boats have better, particularly better anti-submarine or submarine spotting ability, but generally better spotting ability. Naval bombers have better, and maybe float planes actually have better anti-submarine capabilities as well, generally speaking. And I say generally speaking because depending on all of your mix of technologies here, things can vary. Your mileage can vary. But so generally speaking, the flying boat will be better anti-submarine. The naval bomber will be better anti-shipping attack aircraft, and of course, the long-range fighters are there. They are good at these twin-engine fighters. Are good at taking out bombers, and they're not terribly good at being fighters. But obviously, they have longer ranges, so this will only fly as far as the shortest range or shortest element range in the group here, which will be the twin engine fighters. And what I'm going to try to do is find the right Flieger Corps, which is not there. Where has it been? Not been formed yet. I don't know if it's been formed yet or if I should just form one. Okay, okay, Flieger Corps here. We're going to rename this Flieger Corps. What is it? Z-E-A? Z? Is that right? Or is it Z-E-E? Lum or some other better German speaker? Z in German. C in German. O-C? It should be S-E-E? I'm not sure. Seen so many different spellings over the years. Things, okay. We'll call it that. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the corpse. I'm talking about the word for sea. As in ocean, as in I'm going to put it out here. And we're going to put this under, oh, I don't know. We'll put it under this command here. So it's more for the human C-S-E-E. Okay. We'll do that then. I know I have seen it spelled with a Z. I don't know if that is period German correct or not or what, but so what I'm doing here is building units that are somewhat protected, designed to go after shipping, including submarines. Fine, okay. There we go. And this is not being historical. Klaus, if you're watching, yes, I know. What this is being is something so I can click here and find all of my naval bombers. Okay, that's all that have currently been produced. Right, okay. Now, yeah, let's deploy some medium bombers here. Yep. Even more of 131. Oh, here's what's putting, okay, deployed it in sort of reverse order, it looks like. Yeah, it did. Okay. So let's deploy 1311, 1312, 1313, and then we're going to deploy 1314, 1315, and 1316. Again, I just want to have these in more flexible commands. Okay, and this should be under the Flieger Corps Fighter or Fighter Flieger Corps, however, I should do a standardized name. Okay, and that's actually a good choice. The AI made a good choice. Now, what we're going to do with this guy here, where is he? Here. This guy, we're going to put him here. I'm just going to put him down here. What we're going to do is, he is going to be, I mean, I might change it at some point to escort naval bombers, but we're going to put, well, I'm going to see if we can find it better. Okay, we're going to put it under Cole here. He is a night fighter, and we're going to, when we set him up operationally, we're going to tell him to only operate at night, not in the day. Twin engine fighters also, generally speaking, again, there's different variables here, have better operational abilities at night. So if the enemy is bombing you at night, they will fly at night and be your night fighters. Now we're going to put him here. Again, make sure that we have either no commander or like somebody like you. And so that we are going to be setting up our sections. Okay, now it had been best, and I don't know how it is now, and maybe they've said, well, we'll just put them here. Best to keep these in sections of about 3. But they've expanded, these have come now to mean, I don't want to put him in command of anything, but we'll leave him in command here for the moment. I don't know if these have changed, that they think they should go larger flotillas. Yeah, let's see, U-16, so we'll put you with U-16. Right, and any more coastal subs here? No. Now what I want to do here is get Italy into the Axis, and then before the war starts, and move the coastal submarines to the Mediterranean, have them on a special mission of covert mission into the Mediterranean, but we'll see if we can do that or not. Oh, there is another coastal submarine. Oh no, that's just can attach them to. Right. Okay. That looks like all the submarines currently we have to do. So what I'm going to do now is attach them all to Führer der U-boat, and we're going to check out their see, do we have a good submarine? Well, we're just going to give him to a generic. Well, I hate these faceless, spammed out commanders. here. I keep forgetting to remove them from my game. I get that there weren't enough, but if you're playing with a bunch of other mods, they add a bunch of you see, the AI can't even figure out to put a sea wolf with commanding a submarine unit. I mean, that's sort of what's a bit infuriating about. This is why people complained about the command elements of Hearts of Iron 3. Not really my belief, because it was bad, but because it needed so much freaking micromanagement because their AI was too bad. We're going to change him. I'm maybe going to break this up, or I don't know. We'll put him here. OCUC, yes. I had to look it up. C means actually lake, ocean, mare, just for the confusion. Okay. There's zombies. Yeah. Now here, I don't know if this was the original for this unit commander, but what you want is... he's probably too good. You want a blockade runner, if we can find them. Like here, you want a blockade runner. Because he'll try to disengage and only go after like submarines if you, or convoys or something if you put them out there. I mean, I meant convoys. I know what I said, but okay, he's fairly good. He's a fairly good. There we go. Couldn't you have just found, hey, this is a submarine unit. Let's put a priorities on somebody with submarine traits. No, we can't do that. We're Paradox. There we go. Gunnerpreen. Let's come down here. These guys have 0 traits, even though they become U-boat aces. They're meant to get experience from early on. Okay, yeah, he's a sea wolf, so we'll leave him there. That was actually got the right one and the right thing. Okay, so that's our submarines deployed. Okay, well, okay, let's look at this fleet here. Okay, we want to create a new unit. Let's move these over here into their own seaplane tenders. Blockade runner. No. Seaplane tenders are really good also at anti-submarine warfare, but they're really slow. Torpedo boats are short-ranged, relatively speaking. So I don't want them with the main fleet. So it will limit the range of the main fleet considerably. Oh, but too much in one place. Okay, well, yeah, let's add you to the Marine Fleet. They only have, well, they have a few destroyers, so let's we do have a leadership penalty here, though it varies whether I think we should do this or not. Okay, Motor torpedo boats. We're going to stick them over here just for convenience. These guys are sort of mostly, you send them up against the real fleet, mostly just going to go out and die. Not entirely. Put an old guy in charge of them. He's the best. We're going to give the Baltic flotilla a couple of destroyers to give it a chance at anti-submarine warfare, so they're not just sunk by some Soviet subs. They're currently escorting the passenger liners. And I think the rest, we're just going to create a destroyer squadron. We'll put it here in Lubeck. There we go. Oh, you can command it, I guess. Right. Okay. So that's all of our other sort of forces. Let's put our 101st Panzer Division, which is really sort of a light division. No, von Manstein isn't going to command that. But we're going to leave him there temporarily, because otherwise it'll constantly be putting von Manstein in front of me. And we're going to put the motorized division here. I guess we'll leave Rommel there for the moment. Hopefully I'll remember. I know that's actually a good choice. It may not be the best choice, but it's a good choice. Okay, we're going to create, a 4-division Jaeger division looks good. Or Jaeger Corps. 4-division Jaeger Corps. Now, what we want to do here is find those are motorized HQs. Do we? Well, not sure. Yeah, we'll take a mountain HQ and send it up here for the Jaeger Corps. Now we don't want a Panzer Commander. I know they call this a battle expert now, but really it's a commander. And TRE will be and we shouldn't have a fortress buster in charge of light infantry. We'll be going back to better names. And no, not an air commander for this. And modal, no. No, modal gets a promotion, I think. Oh, did I move him already? Probably. Okay, so that is our Jaeger Corps. Okay, now. Let's create another corps to go up to East Prussia. Sort of standard German generals, either an offensive one like this or a defensive one. Now, tips for some of these. Real world, I think, not this game. Real world, I think it's best to have a 3-corps division. It's for a corps HQ and everything. I think that is the best option. What in this game is you can put together a standard max of 5 divisions in a corps, and that is probably the best, because what happens is the commander the corps commander gains experience based upon time in combat for his units. So if he has 3 units in combat, he is getting 3 units worth of experience for that, day in combat. But he gets more if he is has 5 units in combat. So it's better to have 5. Okay, that was actually, was that the one that I already did? Yeah, probably. I don't know why the AI likes Foster. Whether it's his name or something, I don't know. But right now we're setting up some for 4 divisions. We'll just maybe add more later on. And the Falsenjäger division that we built. Okay. Which of course is best used. Oh, and it likes this guy for some reason too. Which is best used for parachuting, but can also be used as an elite infantry division. Do we have a good airborne commando here? Sussman. He died. Sussman historically died in the invasion of Crete. He was the leading Luftwaffe paratrooper general or whatever for Crete, and his glider, I think it was a glider, or was it an airplane? I'm not sure. His aircraft, whichever model and type it was, gets shot down, and he dies in the crash, or being shot, or being shot. Something, I don't know. But yeah, okay. He's a decent mountain division commander. We have some more mountain divisions down here, I think. So we will send this down here and form up a corps. We're going to assign all leaders to all of the units here. Okay, that we haven't already. Okay, and start moving some units and areas to be forming corps with. And motorized division, decent officer here. No, not an SS one. Okay, he'll do. Send him down here. Baba Hoth. Now, maybe we'll get a better war for you later on. First Lish Division. Send him down there. We'll probably get a Panzer division later on, but proper one. These light divisions do have a Panzer battalion, light Panzer battalion added to it, so it does sort of make sense to have a bind arm specialist or a Panzer commander in charge of it. Okay, standard infantry division. You can send them up to there. Okay, the 7th Flieger Division, Pioneer Battalion, motorized. And we'll send him down here. Right, okay. Well, I'm going to do some more of the Luftwaffe reorganization off camera, as it were. I just wanted to right now clear out my backlog of deployables and put in reasonable. Well, let's change some of these, because you're going to become a corps commander by the start of hostilities. Yeah, von Arnim. Rommel, well, it's not going to be in command of this. I don't know whether I'm going to have him a divisional commander to start or corps, but something like that. And he's all right for that. How much do you follow the wave build up, or you just build freely? Okay, well, there are events for the wave. When I'm building units here, I'm not looking up in books for history, and I'm just sort of instinctually building divisions. I know some of the players of the game, really want to have the historical naming conventions, like my friend Exergen will go through and rename all the battalions and whatnot to match historical ones. So the 40th Infantry Regiment or Division would have the historical battalion or regiments or brigades attached to it, and they get pleasure out of it, and it's not unenjoyable, but I'm definitely not doing that for a Let's Play series. And yeah, I just don't know it in my head or take the time in books to do all that. So it's more of instinctual for me. Well, I think we're gonna, because we're kept this as a special episode, I think we're gonna end this episode. Again, the live stream will continue. So I want to thank all of you who decided to watch this, and thanks for giving a thumbs up. See you next time for even more, yes, more Hearts of Iron.